episode 6 of Bold Broadcasting, home of, well, we talk about trending information, news, and, well, political and dumb stuff, and joined with two co-hosts here today. I have Ashley here.
I'm
and
here.
Then also Lil David.
We've been promoted. We're no longer correspondents.
Yay!
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so a lot to unpack today. Friday, end of the week. A lot going on, obviously, globally with Israel and what's going on there. We had the Hurricane Helene. How do you pronounce it, by the way? Helene. Yeah, so Helene obviously impacted not only the Gulf of Mexico area where typically hurricanes hit, but really just flooded the whole East Coast. So heartfelt condolences to those that are affected. I know we have some friends and family that were in the area. So, but we'll get into that. We're going to kind of get the response from FEMA and Kamala Harris's kind of $750 take. Also, we got this meme minute coming up. So, get a little more lighthearted approach. Take a look at some of the funniest memes that we've seen, both in the political space and just dumb stuff that we found throughout the week. And then also, Jimmy Carter is going to the polls. Have you seen him? He's very excited to vote. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't tell with his facial.
Yeah. And also, just CBP app. You ever heard of the CBP app?
I did after I watched
The debate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You know, someone did a video kind of like showcasing them going through it.
I have a video. I don't know if it's the exact one you're talking about, but yeah,
Holy shit.
we'll take a look at that a
Holy
little bit
shit.
later.
Yeah.
But I want to go to today's world-grabbing headline news, and it is, hold on your butts, bro. Costco is now selling platinum bars. So we went from Costco selling out of gold bars. I don't know if you guys heard, but
Also selling out of toilet paper.
yeah. So Costco was selling gold bars earlier this year, sold out time and time again, massive success. Now they're selling platinum bars.
Why jump from gold to platinum? What happened to silver?
Platinum's worth more than gold, bro.
For real? Fair enough. I am no geologist, so I don't know. What do they call a gemologist?
No, you're just
Gemologist.
cheap. You don't buy jewelry or precious metals, so you don't understand the price.
Yeah, the only piece of jewelry I have is my wedding ring. It's actually titanium.
He's like, hold on. So
Ew.
he's like, Lamborghini costs more than a Corvette? What?
You know,
They use titanium for a hip replacement, but
I'm sorry, but you know, I can't talk about Costco without talking about baby oil and toilet paper.
Oh.
Did you see people like rush to get toilet paper after the port strike?
The port strike came
didn't see
to a close.
Thank God.
But
But
days.
why toilet paper? Do people not understand is, okay, if there's no more toilet paper, just rinse your ass. Jump in the shower and rinse it. What? Seriously, what? People are dumb, dude.
Yeah, I really don't understand that
Baby
either.
wipes. Bro.
what if there is no water?
Then you got bigger problems than wiping your ass. Seriously, I don't get it. Hopefully, people take the same approach with precious metals, as that'll return you more than just wiping your behind and flushing it down the
You
toilet.
can use the cat
Speaking-
litter.
Of precious metals, what kind of precious metal do you think this man used when proposing to his wife at what restaurant do you think this is here?
I'm going to assume that's McDonald's.
No, this is
Jollibee.
KFC.
Oh.
And so a South African man proposed to his girlfriend at KFC. And of course, this is South Africa. This isn't the KFC here in the United States, but journalists shamed him for Twitter for being broke, and backlash led to companies offering to fund the couple's dream wedding and support their new life. So joke's on you. And so
Okay, well, we have one female here. I'm curious, Ashley. You have a boyfriend, great guy, dating for 2 years, takes care of you. He's a good guy. You can see yourself marrying him. And then he's like, "Hey, babe, let's go get some lunch. Go to KFC." You're like, "All right, yeah, I want a mashed potato bowl with some corn and gravy." And then dude gets on one knee and proposes.
You know, I can't do a restaurant, let alone a KFC. Just sounds awful.
But what would your reaction be? Like, would you be overcome by excitement because he finally proposed, or would your first reaction be?
I just know that the ring, if you're proposing in a KFC, the ring is from like one of those gumball machines.
You put a quarter in.
The quarter one. I feel like it's from that, so I would have to say no.
But would you give him a second chance?
No.
That's it. Deal
That's all.
breaker.
You guys are hardcore, really, man.
Everything goes down the drain because he did it in KFC.
But what if?
Yes, because you should know me well enough to not even do it in a restaurant.
Listen,
KFC.
no. Listen, let me give you the man side.
Okay.
Let's say you guys first met at a KFC.
There
To
we
him,
go.
it's
That's the
fundamental.
point right
That's
there.
still no. I can't.
But what
That's
if it's a
still-
1 carat just giant ring?
What if?
Then why are you doing it in a K? Why are we at lunch at KFC if you were able to afford that ring?
Let me say this. Let's just say the ring.
What if it was a lab grown diamond?
Say the ring's a little tight, it's a little snug. You can take some of that grease off of that chicken and then
That's-
lube up
that's
that
a good
finger. And just slide that ring on,
Ooh,
you know?
you are so
I'm
smart.
just saying.
You know, I'm gonna put myself on.
Toast some,
gonna-
some soda.
I'm gonna put myself on blast here, but that's what I do because I'm not ashamed. But his proposal would be a lot more than what I did. I was
What'd
like,
you do?
Oh my
What'd you do?
God.
You
Yeah, I wanna
like,
hear-
I'm
I wanna hear
afraid
the
to
story.
say it.
did you like
What?
open up the shower curtain and then you're like, hey?
I would
Yeah.
prefer that than KFC, but go ahead.
So true story.
All right.
So know my wife for a while. We used to work together,
I like
and
how you opened up. I know my wife for a while. Like
It's
like, was there a different?
It is
answer?
important
It was this
con-
girl walking down the street.
It is important
She
con-
I was her Uber
If you
driver.
allow
and
me-
so-
Okay.
if you
Go
allow me
ahead,
to
go
explain, it's
ahead.
important context. Okay, so we know each other for a while. So she ended up getting pregnant, and she had a miscarriage. And then you're supposed to wait 6 weeks. That didn't happen. So she got pregnant again, and her dad's insurance didn't cover her ultrasounds, and she was labeled high risk. So I had good insurance at the time, and I said, "Hey, we should just get, you want my insurance or what?" And she's like, "Yes." And then we got married.
I think that's how a lot of them happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay.
So, and which was okay.
Propose, or did you just
that's-
did you just throw the ultrasound receipt in her face?
That's how I proposed. I said, listen, I got insurance. You got the uterus. Let's go down to the courthouse, get our marriage license. And that was
Did
it.
you have a wedding?
No.
You just went to the courthouse?
Why? You know you
No
can
wedding,
still
no
have a
honeymoon.
wedding. Like you don't have to like.
Bro, I'm Armenian.
You got.
Listen, bro, I'm Armenian. Armenians expect you to spend at least $30K on a wedding. I ain't got that kind of money, man. I'm too
Is your
busy
wife
buying toilet paper
Armenian?
and platinum. But what?
Is your wife Armenian?
She's not.
Then why don't you have a
other
wedding
way
white
style
wedding.
of your wife?
Because in our culture, it's the men's culture we do the wedding on.
Yeah.
So
you,
these
and
guys-
you just abandoned your whole culture. You had no wedding.
That's true.
All right,
That's a very
woman.
good point.
I already got you the hospital bill. Now,
We're still trying to pay off that ultrasound. That one
Okay.
wasn't covered by insurance at the time when we got it done.
Those ultrasounds are expensive. Have you ever paid for one?
and when I come back, I want to find salmon and caviar in my plate. Okay,
Oh,
woman.
Lord.
Look, all I'm saying, man, is true love. Doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
Not
Love
in a
is there, love is
KFC.
there. Not a
I
KFC,
don't know,
okay.
man.
All right, Donald Trump Jr. Dude's got really good points on X. Anyways, he posted. He's been having some fiery opposition when it comes to Kamala Harris. Well, probably because his dad's running for president against her, but very outspoken on her policies. And well, she came out, and so what? How do you say it again? Helene. Helene. So.
Like spleen, but Helene.
Spleen Helene. Okay, so Helene obviously just tore through the East Coast. And here's a video here. I'll just show you. And it kind of goes through.
And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs.
How much of this cleanup here alone would cost $750?
I saw a video.
Tree, a couple branches. Like I can't even get gardening work at my house for $750.
Someone said that looks like a green screen.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but I think the point is $750. That's a car payment. That's your PMI insurance you pay on your mortgage every month.
I mean, at the end of the day, nothing's too small, I guess. But when it pales, it pales into comparison.
No, stop. You're not going to sit here and try to.
No, what I'm saying is that, just
give him zero. Just say, sorry, we can't help you. $750 a slap to the face.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Here, Ukraine, here's $60 billion. Here you go, guy who lost his house, his dog, his car, his whole entire front yard. Here's $750. That should hold you over, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
joke.
So here's 250 billion was spent in Ukraine. This is what Donald Trump Jr. was saying. For those that lost everything, 250 billion was spent in Ukraine with a population of 38 million, equals $6,500
Fucking
per
crazy.
person in Ukraine. So if you were to take the amount of money given to Ukraine, divide that by the population, every person in Ukraine could have been awarded 6,500, but yet people in need here in the U.S. And then here's some numbers. Here's some interesting numbers. So you have, so far the U.S. has given 24 billion to Ukraine, 11 billion to Israel, 1 billion to Ethiopia. And this is just in this year. Now, this is just this year. 1 billion to Jordan, Egypt, Afghanistan, Somalia. The list goes on. And also, here's a nice little caveat: 9,000 per illegal immigrant that's entered the United States.
Wow.
So if you are not a U.S. citizen and, you live in any of these countries, or you just want to just come here last second, you can get $9,000 as well. And then lastly, I did figure out a way. I figured out a way how we can help, right? We can keep the policies we already have, and we can still help those in need.
I know exactly where you're going with it.
Rebranding, my dude. Rebranding.
sounds
Check
good.
this out. We just renamed North Carolina to Ukraine, and we
funding.
can divert funding there. So
You know what's crazy is if you pay taxes here in America, which means if you just spend money anywhere, you're paying taxes. You pay sales tax. You pay income tax. That's the money they use to fund Ukraine, illegal immigration, and of course FEMA, right? The Federal Emergency something. So it's the tax dollars that are going into these programs that are being paid out, and we essentially have no say in where those tax dollars go. I'm pretty sure majority of Americans paying taxes would say, you know what? Our brothers and sisters on the East Coast, all this money we've paid in taxes, we want to help them out. Nope. We give it to illegal immigrants who shouldn't even be in this country. We give it to other countries in Ukraine. Who knows? We might be giving it to that guy who proposed that KFC, but we're not giving it to the people who need it that most, and that's a damn shame.
also, we talked about it briefly. Speaking of immigrants, the CBP app. So that one got front headline news when during the Waltz and JD Vance debate, the vice presidential debate, he mentioned how easy it was to get into the country.
Yep, this is the video.
Via the CBP. So this
is crazy, dude.
And so this here is someone using the app to come to the U.S. That way they can get it here in time to vote.
After watching that vice presidential debate last night, I was curious just how easy that CBP One app was to use. So I downloaded it.
So once you create an account from the main page, you just have to choose if you're the smuggler or the smugglee. Then you just got to fill in basic info, first name, last name, all the basics. I don't know my gender yet. I'm still figuring that out. Now it's time to take a selfie, and passport or any identification is also optional. Then it asks you which state you're headed to. I said I didn't know the address. I didn't know the city. I just chose California, and then I added the first zip code that Google gave me for California. And that's it. I'm good to go. It does let you choose between 8 different bridges to meet under. I chose the Eagle Pass bridge to meet under. I just have to wait until noon, so a couple more hours to actually make my appointment.
Now I know what you're saying. That's not you. That's Carlos Mencia. Correct. I was just trying to show you how easy it was to register. I'm just a white dude from Michigan. This took me 5 minutes. Someone who really wants to get into this country, get temporary asylum with open-ended expiration dates, they'll just use their own picture. I said I have no documentation, I have no ID, no passport, no license. There is no way to cross-check who I say I am with who I really am. All they go off of is the picture that you submit.
That's crazy.
So
Crazy.
you would ask, okay, so what's the repercussions of this? Well, here you go. Haitian migrant, now double homicide suspect, was allowed to the U.S. by Biden administration via controversial app. So that exact app we just saw is how Kenel Baptiste. Haitian migrant now accused of killing 2 roommates in New York was paroled to the U.S. after booking an appointment through the controversial CBP One app, which has been expanded by Biden's administration to allow tens of thousands of migrants to enter each month. Did a little bit more research into this, and it's pretty simple. You just go on and
The guy literally showed how to do it.
yeah.
I mean,
Dare I ask what the original idea of this app was?
It's and Biden so the original idea, Biden touts it as there'll be less people trying to come here illegally if you make a legal way for them to come in.
but that's not a legal way.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
They're saying that they're flooded with so many asylum seekers that they'll slow down if they can do it through an app.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, slow
But
down.
now
a
they're
lot.
just making it easier, man.
It's
Instead of getting arrested at the border and then claiming asylum, you can just be like, you know what? Just pass that whole process. Let's just apply on the app, and then I could book a plane ticket legally and
I
then
don't
fly
think
into
so.
a city.
I don't think it works like that. I don't think
It does?
It doesn't work like that. It can be like that.
No,
I've been to a border.
It sounds too good to be true,
It
right,
sounds-
Rocco?
No, honestly.
I've
So
been on the border. First of all,
after-
they stop you, and these people don't kill around when you pass the border from via land. It's not a nice situation. And then this app, what I don't understand, when you're gonna cross, they have the picture of somebody else. How are you gonna cross with that? I don't understand. Is this guy actually tried to cross the border? It's very easy to do an app and do a video like that. And we can be all here commenting and talking about a guy that is Haitian. They killed 2 roommates in an apartment in New York. How many other people just killed? What if the guy was an African American, killed somebody else? No, there's not a news. There's a Haitian, he's an immigrant. They use the app. I don't know. That's too much. I mean, it can be just to be move masses and go in that direction. I don't know. I don't agree.
well, it's
as somebody that came in the States.
So we have 60,000 asylum seekers secured appointments through the CBP One app since January, and so regardless, people, it is another means of entry. And if you think that we should have an open asylum seeker policy where it simply say, hey, I'm running from a government that is oppressive and so I need to come seek shelter in the US. I don't really agree. I think that asylum should be it's abused. I think that's the problem.
And don't
I
say
think
that
there's-
is the right or wrong. I mean, I just say
and
that
but-
showing up in the TikTok video.
But it shows you how easy it is to use. They don't. The thing is like if I go to open up a bank account, I have to use my ID. I got to have it scanned. I got a virtual signature. But if I'm leaving another country and I'm coming in here, and you're talking about going from one border to another, and there's nothing. They don't even ask what city you're going to. I mean, they ask you, but they don't cross check it.
I don't think it's that easy. I've been stopped at the airport when I didn't have my citizenship, or even I had only a green card. I've been screened like I was a criminal every single time. Now you tell me this guy just showed up in an app in a phone is going to cross the border. These people at the homeland, it won't stop them. I don't think so. I don't think it works like that. You sign up for an app for an interview. I mean, if it's like that, like an asylum for the Cuban, they used to come over here overseas. You remember when the people was drowning on the waters to come over here from Cuba because of the political situation. It wasn't an easy process. They had to cross the sea, and these people crossing the. I don't say they're all. I don't think we should have open border. I just say that this video, TikTok video, I'm sorry, it's just.
Here's the thing: if you fill out the application, and then once you secure an appointment, you're legally allowed to book a plane ticket and come here. And so I mean, I don't know. I mean, you have 60,000 people that have already been here that couldn't get here before, that just went through the app, and now they can fly here. And so
it seems to. I'll give you an example. My friend father, he just came visit him. He's 80 years old. They didn't want to let him to fly from Rome because his ticket didn't state when he was going back to Italy, because it was an open ticket. They didn't have the date of return. He's an 80 years old guy that comes from Italy, from a country that's supposedly be economically stable. Now you tell me somebody bought a pass with an app with no name, a picture of Carlo Mencia, and it can fly in the United States? I don't buy that.
So you think that video is fabricated?
No, but it cannot be just how it's displayed.
I
would love to try.
I think that shocking feeling there you of like disbelief that it can't be that easy, I think is exactly that. I think that's why it's such a shocking thing, because someone
if it is, it's fucked up.
Because of people that have went through the process. You know, my parents are, you know, my mother and my aunt and other family members have migrated here as well. But they did it the proper way, you know, the legal way. And so, and we know that it's a nightmare of bureaucracy to do so. And so when you see something like this, you're like, that's not possible.
Is it possible? I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm
telling you,
if it is, I'm shocked.
And so, and so, I mean, I know maybe to get citizenship and maybe get a green card, maybe that's a lot more difficult, but just to get over the border, be here, and then, you know, this is from the U.S.
crazy.
borders. This is from the cbp.gov, U.S. Customs and Border. Their app is designed to streamline travel to the U.S.
That's crazy.
And so this is not TikTok. This is from the .gov website. It is designed, like, from ground up. It was made to streamline travel to the U.S.
Wow.
And so,
speechless.
I don't know. And then, you know, when you talk about murderers and things like that, is that outlying one person out of millions? Sure.
Why are we not talking about the fact these dudes are getting $6,500?
Yeah.
Or $9,500?
$9,000.
That's crazy.
How you get that money? I don't know.
So when you seek asylum, you can get a certain aid to survive, basically. And so the aid comes from the
taxpayers.
Yeah.
Wow.
But basically, hey, you're seeking asylum. So they had I think so yesterday. Also, Donald Trump Jr. was saying that I don't know how I didn't look into this one, but he was on Fox News saying that, hey, they have 3 hotels fully booked with asylum seekers in New York, and I think it was like over 100 something rooms in each hotel. And so, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look into those details, but that was something he was kind of going on about.
You know, I don't think the issue is with immigration, because I think immigrants are what built this country, right? You take a look at some of the most wealthy, smart, productive people in this country are immigrants. Look at Elon Musk, look at Jeff Bezos, look at some of those other people, right? I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is, A, we should be vetting who's coming in here, right? You wouldn't just leave your house door open and let anyone walk in, right? And B, it's like I forget, it was on the PBD podcast, I was talking about just like a sports team. Or like a job. When you hire people, there's a reason you interview them, right? When you file for citizenship, you have to go do an interview. They want to know, do you know the civics? They make you take a test. They make you pledge loyalty to the country you're trying to get citizenship from. These are all common sense things. And people aren't going through that, then what the hell is the point?
Yeah, I know. You know what? I want to take this heavy moment to transition into...
You're transitioning again, huh?
I am transitioning, yes.
Wow. I'm scared now.
Into the comic relief part of the show, the Meme Minute.
Ooh.
So, you know, I endlessly scroll through Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it.
You do it on the toilet or just randomly throughout the day?
No. You know, every time somebody tells me that they're like, hey, will you take a photo for me? They hand me their phone. The only thing I can think of, I'm like, you hold this when you poop. And you wash your hands, but not your phone. So
that's a cool story, man.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah. You just randomly walk down the street and take pictures of people.
I do, yeah.
Robin's actually the Mickey Mouse that's on the Las Vegas Boulevard that charges you $20 for a picture.
All right. So we have Donald Trump came out per his Truth Social. This is on his Truth Social. He posted a picture of Obama. I need a VP dumber than me, which then he has a picture of Biden. I need a VP dumber than me, and then he has a picture of Kamala. I need a VP dumber than me, and then
Tim Walz.
no quote. All right.
I would argue that Kamala is dumber than Tim Walz.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to. I'm not going to go down to intelligence. I don't know. I think. Anyways, here's another meme. So you got bread, garlic bread.
I love garlic bread.
And then you got gluten-free with nuts.
It's ma'am. Have you seen that video?
There's one person that I watch on TikTok that they just get very, very angry when they get misgendered.
Yes, that person. It's like a knife through the heart.
Yes, that one. Yes.
All right, moving on. We got
gluten-free with nuts.
I said, Alexa, what do women want? This thing hasn't shut up for 7 days now.
What do you want to eat, babe? I don't know. What do you want to eat? Let's go here. No, I don't want that. Okay, then what do you want? I don't know. What do you want? KFC.
Why can't a woman be decisive when it comes to her choices for lunch?
Because I want what you want.
Right,
know?
but when I want something,
that answer explains everything.
But when you want something, I don't want it. Then we got to go.
I think a better question is when you say I'm not really hungry and you order your food, and then I say you're not getting any of my food, and I get my side of fries, and the first thing you reach for is my fries.
I like snacks. I just don't want to order my own food and look fat, but I'll eat your food.
That makes zero. The logic of women. Okay, great.
All right, so we have. Here's a good one. So, for extra cash, consider robbing sex offenders. Their address is easy to find, and they can't own guns.
Real.
You be doing yeah. Some of these
Just
sex
saying,
offenders.
there's low-hanging fruit out here in the world. Why not
Leave it to
grab
Dave Chappelle. The man's
All
a
right.
genius.
So let's have legal immigrants hunt down sex offenders for a chance for citizenship. We'll call it Aliens versus Predators.
That's a good one.
All right. So we have Spider-Man's cousin, Bedbug. Oh, I shouldn't have laughed at that one.
Right? No, this one looks somebody know.
All right. When you're drunk and trying to read the Taco Bell menu from the passenger seat.
Real.
Why is that Ashley? Mexican pizza.
The last one. Smoke before my ID picture, so when I get pulled over, hi, I look normal.
That's actually a good idea.
There you
Smart.
go.
Great idea, yeah.
All right, that wraps
So they
it
make you take a blood test or not a blood test.
up.
But how do they know if you're driving? You know, you get like someone got a ticket for driving while they were high. How do they know?
I think they do a.
They can check your windows for the smoke if you're smoking in the car.
I think they do a. Some states do a
Saliva?
swab. Yeah, a swab on the inside of your cheek. And so I think it's like blood alcohol.
Why is it that
kind of
driving high on marijuana? It feels like forever, right?
I've never been high. I don't know.
You've never smoked pot?
No.
Good for you.
Good for
Thank
you. Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
All right. So I wanted to talk about Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, congratulations to Jimmy Carter. You just celebrated his birthday earlier this week, turning 100. So the oldest living president, well, soon to be
Living
surpassed
dinosaurs.
by Joe Biden. But so, Jimmy Carter, 100 years old. Happy birthday to you, Jimmy Carter. And he said, now, I can't for the life of me believe this is the reason he wanted to live. And so the Democrats have painted a picture. Jimmy Carter simply wants to live to 100, only to vote for Kamala. This is the only reason this man's heart is beating. I'm only trying to make it to vote for Kamala Harris. And you would say, well, it's in quotation, so he must have said it. Here's a video of Jimmy Carter. I'm just curious, who quoted this man?
That's just sad, dude. Like,
there's no way this man has come out and made any kind of public statement.
well, maybe he's got Neuralink.
I mean, and so I just,
Damn.
They're trying to come out and say that he's excited to vote for Kamala. They're trying to say that.
Would you want to live to 100 if that was you
No,
at 100?
absolutely not.
Me neither.
No way.
Take me like 20 years before that.
I gotta wait when you're ready to say something like that. You gotta wait for that. When it's your last moment, maybe you wanna live longer.
Yeah, I mean, I wanna live a nice long life, but I don't wanna be a burden on
But you want to
others.
live your life.
Yeah, I don't want to be a burden on others, and so I think that's when I have a zero ability to take care of myself. That's when I don't want to be a crutch to somebody else. You know, I understand you got to ask for help every once in a while. You're not gonna be old and be able to like do everything you could normally, but you know, like move furniture and stuff. But at the end of the day, like if you can't even function,
You move furniture now, or you call somebody when you gotta move stuff.
I know, right? At least you can pay
I
him,
call
right?
somebody.
At least you pay him.
you'll find out who your true friends are when it's time to move.
Okay.
I'm sorry, bro, but I'm not. I would rather pay $100 to drive down to Home Depot and pick up two people who need the money and want to work than me to go out there for 4 hours and lift furniture. I ain't doing it.
You should go to.
I'd rather give you the $100.
You should go to KFC. Maybe you find the guy with the chicken wing.
So, real good. So, the last thing we'll talk about today, Mark Cuban was on the All In podcast. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday, a couple of days ago.
Yeah. So, he's there on the All In podcast, and a lot of people with the net worth and high net worth investors and CEOs, lately they've been kind of siding with Donald Trump and his kind of financial plan. And so Martin Cuban kind of stands out as one of the high profile rich people, let's just say it how it is, that hasn't really gotten behind Donald Trump, and he got it behind Kamala Harris. And so kind of interesting. You know how we got there?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mark Cuban is a man scorned.
yeah, here's a video of why
television show failed.
Here we go. I'll just rewind.
He sent Mark Cuban a letter when Mark Cuban's television show failed, and someone posted it on Instagram today. See if you can find it, Jamie. This is the letter. This is from 2004. Mr. Mark Cuban, dear Mark, I'm truly sorry to hear that your show has been canceled for lack of ratings. When I initially called you to congratulate you on the benefactor, little did you or I realize how disastrous and embarrassing it would turn out for you. If you ever decide to do another show, please call me and I'll be happy to lend a helping hand. With best wishes, Donald Trump.
He is such a savage.
Yeah.
Did you also hear the story of how Mark Cuban went to an event at Mar-a-Lago? And he walked up to shake Trump's hand, and Trump shook his hand. He's like, "See those people up there? Maybe one day you'll be rich enough to sit with those people up there." And he had just sold to Yahoo for like $2-3 billion. Yeah, it's a man scorned. I'm sorry, but
yeah, in the All In podcast, he was talking about when he visited Trump's was that office or whatever he was. He was like, all there was pictures of himself everywhere. Which is
that's why I want to vote for the communists. It makes a lot of sense.
funny, but
It's just like what else? What else would it be for you to vote for the person that wants to raise the corporate tax, raise the individual tax, raise the business tax, and also tax your unrealized gains? And although that number people are saying is over 100 million, guess what, Mark Cuban? You fall into that category. I'm sure you have portfolios or positions that are worth more than $100 million. And guess what? You're going to have to pay taxes on those unrealized gains. Let's vote for that person because Trump said your show sucked, and to call him if you're going to launch another one.
dude,
Who's a bigger troll, Trump or Elon Musk?
Trump.
Elon's a
Trump.
pretty-
It lashes out more. Elon is more methodical, and he's like spiteful.
And guess what? They'll be working together if Trump wins.
Like Trump will just call you names, but Elon Musk will just start a company to compete against you.
And then take it to like a $10 billion company.
He's like, I'm opening up a bakery shop across the street from this one. It's like, what? Why? And then lastly, just to round it out, Meta came out with its own video generation app. So they're going head to head against OpenAI. OpenAI had Sora, which we saw videos of Sora come out a couple months ago. Actually, I think it's probably like 3 or 4 months now at this point, if not longer. And there's still no usable app, right? I think it's only for whitelisted people and professionals. Even if you are a paid subscriber on OpenAI, you can't use Sora yet. And, you're seeing other video generation tools pop up. And, well, Meta is now throwing their head in the ring, which is interesting because Meta has their glasses now. They have the VR headset. They have their glasses. They got OpenAI competition. It seems like they're starting to broaden their company's reach outside of just.
I mean, dude, they committed $100 billion over 10 years.
Yeah.
In the sector of AI and metaverse. So it makes sense. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna come out with a new kind of underwear that's gonna dictate if it's gonna be a fart or
A shart?
or worse.
The AI can
AI in real time is gonna tell you what's
the
gonna
AI can hear the sound and see if the particles came out.
Let me ask you a question, right? Elon Musk has the Optimus humanoid robots. If those become affordable for the everyday person, would you buy one? And have a robot walking around your house?
Would you buy one, Ashley?
What are these robots? Anything?
You can say,
Yeah,
clean
just
my
like a
dishes, do
servant.
my laundry,
Robot servant.
give me a back massage.
No.
No? Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence, dude. You ever seen that movie,
I'm gonna buy
Ultron?
multiple of them. I'm gonna have like
Hold on,
2
hold on.
of
Of
them.
course
right?
you would,
Fight,
but that's
fight.
just.
Have you seen the Iron Man? The Iron Man with the dude with the finger things at the race, the F1 race?
dude with the
The
finger
dude with the
thing.
finger
I forget what he was called. He's the villain, but
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
You remember how he took over all those Iron Man bots? That's what I'm afraid of, man. Next thing you know, you wake up and the robot's standing over you with a knife. Give me all your money. You know?
But you
I've
can
just seen
say,
a lot of like the AI robots, and they all look terrifying.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's because there's no soul behind those eyes, man.
Well,
And I'm not
yeah.
trying to be funny, but like genuinely, like you have the eye sensor, and you're like, what are you reading? What data you got over there? And like you're thinking
It's
like
like Superman, X-ray vision.
yeah, like the computer's like, kill him. They're like, no, don't do that. Like, kill him. No, don't do that. Get him a cup of coffee. Yes.
you can send them to Costco so they can buy the toilet paper.
That's a good point.
That's
That's a
it.
good point, yeah.
Sure can.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you buy one?
For what?
For what?
Like a humanoid
For
robot?
what?
I told you I'd buy 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah, I'd have like
You're
multiple.
gonna
of
get
'em.
killed by them.
Hell no, man. I'm all about technology that I don't trust.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you use your iPhone, you use your phone. Let me ask
Yeah,
you a
your
question.
iPhone's
My
not going to
phone
grow
will-
legs
yeah.
and walk around and you know,
Could.
Stab me.
You
I
never
don't
know,
know.
maybe.
It's not going to.
it's not going.
I always thought you got to be nice to your robot.
Yeah.
You got to be nice to your robot.
Have you ever gotten an argument with your AI chatbot? I have all the time.
Of course you have.
I get so mad. I'm like,
Do you
you
like to-
are not listening.
Are you use the new one, the vocal one? The
Yeah.
new update? Oh my God, that thing is in real time. It's badass. You can tell him, okay, change your tone of voice, and
What is it called?
it's still Chat GPT, but it's the vocal function.
Oh.
where you have a conversation.
Oh, the
with
vocal
Oh
function.
yeah, I've used that. I thought you were talking
No.
about a separate app. Yeah,
No,
I
the
use it on the phone, right?
on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fun.
pretty good. You
Do
know,
you text Chat GPT when
I
you
would
feel
make
lonely?
mine do an Indian accent.
hold on. Do I?
You can
text
do
Chat-
anything you
Chat
want.
GPT
You
what?
can tell.
When you feel lonely?
Oh no. That's just creepy.
That's definitely a lie.
Yeah.
I know
Um,
he does. He
Yeah.
has to.
He has to. There's
So,
no-
how you will name your robot?
I would name him Vishrem.
If you have a two robot, which name will you use?
I don't know. What-
Because that's the thing now. What you do, you register your robots with a name, and then you go and
But
have
the
a
thing
It's
tattoo.
it's like the Build-A-Bears,
It's
you know?
still technology.
You
You
give
don't,
it a
I don't think
name
you
and-
name technology. Like you don't name
mean,
your
if you have your
refrigerator,
robot
you
at
don't
home-
name your phone. You don't name your
Wait, you don't name your
washing machine.
refrigerator?
No.
But listen, but
Name
if
your
you have
phone?
your robot at home, you have a Android that does all the things in your house.
Hmm.
So you need something. How you call it? Hey, robot, come over here. Hey, bring me something. I guess you'll name it like a pet or something like that.
Well, like you call Roomba, right? You're like, Roomba's around the house. A Roomba,
Someone gave it
a
that.
Roomba grabbed my cat's tail and dragged it around the house. But, you know,
Wait, what?
They
Okay.
call it Roomba,
Okay.
but
the Roomba will jack
Okay,
up a
hold
cat
on,
if you
hold
ain't
on,
paying
hold
attention.
on.
You never seen that?
Something's going on with you, dude.
What?
All you talk about is animal abuse.
but that's a real case. The Roomba actually is dangerous for cats.
Roomba, grab my cat's tail and drag it across the living room.
Heard the news?
Oh, no.
What is that?
You have a cell phone case. You can also have a Roomba case. So,
Wow, that's not creepy. Oh, man.
right. So,
Yeah.
that's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay.
All right. So, come back next week. How'd you like the show today? What do you think? It's good.
good.
Good show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thanks you for watching.
Thanks you.
Thanks
Thank
you
you.
for watching. That's gonna be a new outro. Thanks you for watching.
Thanks you for watching.
Come back
You know
next
what Robin's
week.
going to name his Roomba?
Thanks you for cleaning. All right. That's the Roomba name.
Roomba.
Thanks you all. Bye.
All right. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Whole broadcasting, Las Vegas.